Hey guys, Saxy here, and welcome back to another race day. Welcome to... Okay, Smitty. Welcome to Sepang. We got the LMP2s out here tonight. We can't go through the entire field like I normally would of spectate and show you the paint schemes, but the order for right now, it is Smitty, who we are currently watching, then it is Ryan P2, Colin P3, JP4, Smitty... I almost said Smitty, sorry. Ricky P5, and Taffi is P6 in the back. Just like normal for our endurance races, and Smitty wrecked it. Almost. He got saved by the fact that he hit a wall.
Got saved by the wall. Not saved by the bell, saved by the wall.
Remember to give each other space as I actively see Jay, well, everybody's scrunched up, but he was the first one that I saw scrunched up.
God, I'm getting snipped.
Give some space, buzz. But we got 6 drivers here tonight going for their wins. Ricky has the chance to go back-to-back tonight. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, but he has the chance after his controversial win at Rockingham, which was not his fault, somebody else's, who has been banned for the rest of the year. Anyways.
You should do like an in-race report, like talk to somebody before the race. Yeah.
Nah.
Boo.
I don't feel like it. You know what? Fine then. Ryan, how's your day been?
Not too bad. Okay, trying to race. Bye. No, I'm kidding. A little bit nervous because I don't know how this is gonna play out going into lap one because I got these bastards behind me.
Yep.
So, yeah. It's gonna be a doozy, but I'm hoping to have fun today and not flip on the last lap like I did last event.
I don't think there's any curbs that'll flip you at this one.
Thank fuck for that.
Alright, as they have now hit the yellow line, they will get double file. Yes, I'm gonna turn down the global shadows.
Lagging.
Yes, I had to hit mine because it lagged bad for me. Ricky, you're on the side with Colin. I don't know why you're in the middle. There you go. And then Taffi, you're gonna be side by side with the black and white. And they're going to go green this time. When the leaders hit the line, we're going to hit the race mode button so you guys get the full length race ready to go.
All right. Good luck, boys and girl. Make sure you point out, you cannot win the race lap 1, turn 1.
You can't win it in the first, like, 50 minutes. Don't be dumb.
And I just called him a dry race marker. Don't make me call you a dry race marker, too.
Alright, it's here they come towards the start-finish line to start the event.
The cat's already sabotaged me.
And here they go, coming to the green flag. There it is! As they race towards turn 1, Smitty has the lead ever so slightly over Ryan. He's getting a little bit of a gap. He got a barely better start, but how does turn 1 end up? As they head for the braking turn 1, Smitty goes a little defensive. He gets moved by Ryan. Oh, one sliding. That's Colin. Oh, and that's another
Smitty.
one around.
Oh, you came across my nose, man. I'm sorry.
Colin was able to keep it straight, so that's going to be one car around. And that is one of your top guys already to the back. He's got to make up some time, but now Jay putting the pressure down on Ryan. As they head into the uphill braking zone, Ricky goes deep. Able to keep it on the asphalt at least, as Jay now looking to get around Ryan. Looks to the inside, Ryan lets him get it. That is going to be a big move there for Jay. Takes the early lead, which is exactly what he wants to do. Maybe get a bit of a gap, maybe formed, but now here comes Ryan back down to the inside. And he's going to be able to clear Jay, but Jay's going to come right back at him in the next turn. It's a good battle between these front two. As they've pulled a gap away from Ricky. Will one of them make a mistake here into the heavy braking zone? Ryan goes a bit deep. That's going to allow Jay to get the crossover. Clean moves coming from the front two. As now Jay finally gets clear of Ryan. Can Ryan answer back, get back to the blue and pink machine ahead of him? no controversy yet besides that opening start, but it's kind of what we expect out of these starts, is something controversial to happen. It's how these races go, no matter what track it's at. Something always happens turn 1, lap 1. Whether it's road course, oval, or whatever we race, because we do have some other ones that we do like to run. But
I just realized my car looks like a Heinz ketchup bottle.
the Heinz ketchup versus the gender reveal car. As you will see,
it is a Pittsburgh brand, so I'm happy.
As you will see, there are walls placed across the track to keep the drivers from cutting certain turns, and that one was placed so they don't go wide through the grass and use it too much to their advantage to get a run. As Jay's looking very comfortable right now. Ryan not able to close the gap as much as he would like, I feel like. Oh, as they go into turn 1, Ryan got a big look there on Jay. Jay would have got a good exit. Can Ryan get it through turn 2? He closes the gap ever so slightly. The draft will play effect here, as Ricky is somehow maintaining third. But Ryan, in those opening first few turns, closes the gap back up to Jay. He is on the back bumper. Now he's going to look to the inside of the heavy braking zone. It looks like he's going to go deep. He does. He's going to go wide, but so does Jay. Jay getting a run now. Got the draft. If you're Ryan, you want to block that inside line off. But don't be too hasty to do it, because these things will spin out pretty easily from contact. As he saw with Smitty, he went around off the nose of the 9. Into the braking point. Ryan able to brake a little bit later, gets around, clearing himself from Jay, getting that thread a little bit further behind. Jay does not set up a move into the heavy braking point, at least on entry, and he's going to go wide, but so does Ryan. And Ricky goes in the grass even. So does Colin. They're really struggling with that heavy braking point. Little track extensions from the top 2 and Ricky, but Ricky did a whole lot more because he doesn't know how to keep it on track. But besides that, Ryan is pulling away from Jay this time. Ryan's going to open up for the sharp turn into the final turn, going on this last straightaway before this main stretch. Jay closed a little bit there, but it looks like Ryan got a better exit. Can Jay get the draft, pull himself a little bit closer? As this race will go into nighttime, just like our Daytona race, it will fall into night. As Jay with a deep lunge into the turn, he's going to go wide. Oh, Ryan hit a lag spike. That's going to hand the lead back to Jay, but Ryan is just as fast as that, number 7. So definitely not the way Jay wanted to take the lead off that final turn, but now Ryan's got a rebound, pull back down 2 seconds up to Jay. As the field is definitely spacing out. Smitty already around 1 car. Oh, hey Spades. It's not laps, it's a timer on this one. It's different than lap racing. It is timed racing. So they run for an hour, and once that hour is up, they'll have a white flag. Slightly different than what you did last time, but Jay right now looking a little comfortable now, not under pressure from the Prima machine of Ryan. But Ryan's not going to get his own head now. The last time he did that, he flipped himself on the final lap. Keep himself calm, cool, and collected. You've got just under 55 minutes, about to be 54 minutes to chase down this leader, bring it back to him, and you never know, there might be a caution. You do have Ricky behind you. All right, have a good night, Spades. As Ryan has pulled the gap a little bit down there. Ryan looks very clean through some of these turns. There's Jay way wide there. I would say that as far as I want you to go, Jay. Any further, I will give you a warning. As they open up for this sharp turn here. Ryan trying to close this gap as much as possible. He has pulled it down. Can he close the gap enough? As they have pulled away from 3rd and 4th. Jay went wide, Ryan went very tight through the turn. Let's see the time difference now. It was 1.8 last time. Ryan's pulled it down 0.3. No pit stop required tonight, unlike Rockingham or some of our other tracks we run. There is no pit stop tonight. So it is straight running to the end, unless cautions happen. Which is either a car flips or top 3 of the top drivers spin. And so far we've had 1. As Smitty is up to 4th, he's gotten around Colin. I think Colin had an issue. Halfway through the lap. But now Smitty...
What I heard, Smitty spun him by accident.
Okay, that will be number 2, if that was with contact, so that'll be number 2. So we are up to 2 out of the 3. We get 1 more contact that isn't Colin or Smitty that goes around. The caution flag will be waved here early. As Ryan has closed the gap to Jay. Into the heavy braking point, gets really close to him there. Looks like Jay maybe got a slightly better exit, but Ryan has definitely closed that gap from 1.5. Jay takes a turn a little bit wider. Ryan able to keep it a little bit tighter there through that exit. He's pulling up closer to Jay. You can truly see that Ryan has got a little bit more pace in some of these turns. He's getting the slipstream down the straight. It's not enough to get him right there with Jay, but he is still right in touching distance. One mistake out of that blue and pink machine puts Ryan to the lead. Jay able to get a slightly better exit again is going to pull away from Ryan on that straightaway. That is the biggest fault there in that final turn.
After the corner, I got it.
Down half of what it was last lap. And Smitty has already got himself up to P3. If you're these front 2, you're going to be a little bit worried about that. If you're Ryan, you want to get around Jay and try to pull away. And hope Jay fights Smitty. But if you're Jay, you got to hope that you can keep this lead. Ryan falls back and fights Smitty. You don't want to see that 28 getting any closer. Ryan now looks to the inside. Not going to work on it. Oh, but Jay goes wide. That's going to allow Ryan to get side by side with him, but that's going to allow Jay to get a good exit run. He's going to clear Ryan going into the straightaways. Well, not really a straightaway. It's a turn, but it's flat out. Whatever. I do wish we had a little bit better camera system than what we got in this game, but it's whatever. Ryan takes a look to the inside of Jay. Jay's able to clear with that exit run. Ryan held the brake a little bit longer than probably what he wanted to there. That allowed Jay to get a little bit of a gap. Oh, but Jay goes wide. That's going to allow Ryan to close up to him a little bit. But if they're not careful, Smitty is going to be right on top of them. They're going to sort this deal out fast. Ryan looks to the inside for the turn. He's going to move Jay up. Jay goes for the switchback. Puts Ryan to the outside, side by side for the race lead. Ryan now with the run, heading into the final turn. Side by side, a little bit of contact. Rubbing fenders. Probably two of the best friends to race in this that will race each other with a good bit of respect more than anybody else. Jay goes really wide. That's going to set him up here good on this straightaway. He's going to get a run. But if you look right behind him, that is Smity. He has taken down the lead from how far back he was to 3 seconds. And that last lap, he gained 5 seconds due to these two battling up front. Catching them is one thing, though. I will say that. Catching them is one thing. Passing is going to be something else. Everybody else he has passed has been by themselves and have not had the pace to battle somebody else, really. So it's going to be a bit more challenging for him to get around these two. They're already fighting. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult. As once again, Ryan's got a rebound here. He looks in deep. He's going to get into Jay. He straightens him out, so no caution, but that's going to hand the lead to Smity.
Sorry, Jay. It was a little too desperate on my part, my bad.
I feel like you should have caused the caution there, Ryan, so that way we could re-rack it.
I'm being clean.
Oh, you're not driving a Red Bull tonight, so that makes sense.
I took out Smitty turn 1. I don't want to. I don't want to like already have 2 strikes on my ass.
Anyways, back to the race. Smitty now to the lead. Not gonna have to worry about getting around them because they took themselves out and let him get through pretty cleanly. But he's not able to check out right now. That was a very poor turn from the leader. Now Jay is right on the back bumper. And the thing is, Jay will learn his line and get closer and closer to his times. As long as he's watching what Smitty's doing, he can probably mimic it and probably get closer and closer to him. Jay was the previous winner on this game with the GTs at Daytona. I know it's a different car, different track, but that definitely gives him an advantage here. Yes, you know what? We're going to go watch from Jay's POV now.
Be careful switching cameras, it's starting to lag.
That shouldn't lag you.
It is lagging me.
It shouldn't. Now I got a lag spike. But Jay's not far off. Ryan's got a little time to catch up. Holy, the lag got bad out of nowhere. Jay is not too far though. Still in touching distance of your race leader. But Ryan's also in touching distance of Jay. It's 3 cars up here not looking half bad against each other. As soon as one makes a mistake, the others will pounce on it for sure. Smitty slid the exit of that turn. That's going to allow Jay to pull a little bit closer. Jay's got to find a rhythm here if he wants to close with that race leader. That would help if it doesn't lag though. Jay able to finally get that turn down. Ryan got it a little bit better. Ryan is closing up to Jay. Jay kind of maintaining this gap to Smitty. Now Ryan looks to the inside. Jay's going to let him have that look. He's not going to try the crossover that time. He just went wide. Hopefully gets an exit run, gets back to Ryan. As these two battle out for second, Smitty still not far ahead. He's not really pulled away. As now Jay has pulled at the back end of Ryan. See what happens here in the final turn. Both take it fairly decent. Jay with a little bit wider exit is going to allow him to get a run. He's also going to have draft right off the back bumper of the LMP2. At least he should. But they are not far off of Smitty's pace right now. Oh, Jay almost making contact there with Ryan. The gaps are very tight between these three up here. Smitty caught him, and now he just really hasn't pulled away, which is really shocking to me. I really expected him to pull away a little bit more than what he has, unless he's managing his pace. Which, I don't know why he would do that. There's no...
Lag, 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 lag. Great.
And caution flag is out. Caution flag is out. As all cars have caught back up as we're about to go green.
Yeah.
And there it is, the green flag back in the air. The field all bunched up. Can Smitty maintain the lead off of turn 1 and 2? Jay now looking to the outside into turn 1. Smitty's going to brake later than him. Oh, Ryan almost making contact with Jay. Jay now finally... Oh, nope. It is a battle for second. We're going to watch Jay here. He's trying to get clear of Ryan, but they can't let Smitty get too far out. As Colin has gotten around Ricky behind these two. Also, I like the time gap that Ryan was the leader. As they now finally get single-filed. Can Jay pull it back to Smitty? Smitty's pulled a little bit of a gap. Not a huge one, but a gap for sure. Getting a little bit of lag spikes. As well as Smitty goes wide, so does Jay, so does Ryan. The entire top three off track. There goes Smitty around. That is not what you want to see at all. No caution, one car around. That is going to hurt it for Smitty, though.
There's nothing I could have done. I'm sorry.
They all three stacked up into each other. As now Ryan takes the lead away from Jay. Colin's not far behind, and neither is Ricky.
Let's go. No battle, let's go.
This is going to get interesting here. Now Smitty has got to regroup, get himself back to these guys. Careful, Smitty, about going wide there. As they headed to the final braking point for the turn. Oh, no! And Ricky causes the next caution. Caution flag is back out next line.
Here's an,
Oh, hold on. Right. Hold on. Don't move.
Not again. Not again. Not again.
I mean, I really should put Ricky in the back for causing a 3-car pileup in a turn.
In Ricky's defense, he did lock up, but he wasn't paying attention.
That's still your fault, though. If you locked up, that's your own fault for locking up. I'm not actually going to put him in the back, but, like...
What?
That's still your fault. Editing sexy, put Ricky Cube on screen. As we come back to the green flag, Jay leads him. Colin gets a little bit closer. He's going to edge a little bit closer to him. Green flag back in the air. There's an issue in the back. Taffi able to keep it straight, but definitely lost a lot of time doing that. Don't know what happened there. Ricky, no. Well, it worked out anyways. He was so slow that he fell down to last out of this main group. But now Ryan up to second, got around Colin. Now recharging after the person he has been tailing this entire race. This is number 7. If you were Ryan, you're getting tired of seeing this pink and blue machine ahead of you. The few times you've gotten around him, other things have caused you to lose the spot. As he's going to push it into the turn,
Rick,
push
I'm trying to
Jay
race.
wide.
With all due respect, I'm trying to race.
What did he say?
Track mid. No, he's like, tell that right, tell that kid.
Ricky, you're not getting a penalty for it. I don't know why you're like... I can understand if it was a penalty, but you're not getting a penalty.
He's saying he wasn't meaning to do that.
Okay, that's still not a penalty. It doesn't matter.
I know, it was a... I know, but... I'm pretty sure he knew that.
I don't know, it is Ricky. He didn't know how to do voting.
Same. I'm lagging again. Watch out, Jay. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. I am literally like a nut. I'm literally a stop motion.
Oh! One car around, that is
sorry.
Colin, but that is going
I am so sorry.
to clear Jay of any worries right now of being in a fight. Ryan having some lag issues, as you can hear from the in-car of him, because he's going to be my race control.
I was going to say, that was like a war. No, I love how Colin was just like, so, like, okay, time to go. Fuck.
It's Smitty versus Ryan for P2. Smitty with a good crossover. Got a good run off of exit. Now Ryan in the clutches of Ricky. Last time that happened, he got turned in this up-and-coming turn. See what happens here. Ricky looks low into the turn. This time he actually decides to make the turn and not go bowling. Doesn't Watkins Glen. But now Jay with a very good lead. 3.5. As we are approaching the halfway point of the race. Halfway home for your drivers. As Smitty trying to reel in Jay, Ryan trying to reel in Smitty, and Ricky is existing in fourth. He's just happy to be here. Smitty way wide through that turn. I don't know what happened there. That's going to hurt his time a little bit there in catching Jay through these section. Once again, if he gets to Jay, now Ryan's not there to interfere with him and cause him just to get around him. Smitty's now got to actually work his way around Jay. He might take the Ryan route and accidentally turn him. Or you can do the Ricky strat of go bowling at Sepang.
I didn't mean to go wide.
You're fine. As Jay is now starting to see Smitty getting closer and closer in his rearview mirror. But Ryan's also right there. This top three have really been close on times. Whoa, Jay went way wide. That is going to hurt his time.
Whenever I lag. Whenever I lag right before a heavy...
Understandable, Ryan. I don't blame you on that one. Smitty gained almost a half seconds in that last lap. No, I'm getting a lag spike. That's fine.
Can I not... Good God. Can I stop lagging?
That's going to hinder Ryan. You hear him talk about his lag. Top two in a fight. Here comes Smitty looking around the outside. Jay's got to squeeze him. He's going to squeeze him. We've got to push it a little heavier into this turn. Never mind. That's going to allow Smitty to get clear of him. As here comes Jay. He's going to look to the inside. Gets a big run. He is going to clear Smity right back. They didn't let him get away with it that easily. He said, you can have it this turn, I'll take it back the next one. I'm getting some major leg spikes. As Jay pulls a little tiny gap over Smity. Can Smity reel it back in? Smity on the brakes a little bit later than Jay. Oh, but that's going to push him really wide. It's going to hinder his time. Not what you wanted to see at all. Jay wants to go back-to-back in this game. But he also wants redemption for The Rock. Smity, in his return since trucks at Talladega, he wants to go back-to-back in his starts. As Jay able to get a good run, it's going to pull him a little bit away from Smity going down the straightaway, but now he's got to nail this final turn, otherwise Smity's going to be right back on top of him. It has definitely been the hardest point for Jay to get it right, is this final turn. He's either braking too late or too early. Let's both do a very good job of getting through the turn. Jay putting on a good job of keeping this lead. He's done a good job tonight in total of just being able to keep it where he wants it. And now Smity looks at the inside going into turn one. Drives it in deep. Jay going to answer back. Tried to, but made some contact. Now Jay answers back with the crossover. But it's going to put him on a bad turn here. That's going to allow Smity to clear for the race lead. But Jay's got to answer back quickly if he wants to get an answer back. In the uphill braking zone, Jay with a good turn, but Smity with a slightly better exit. That's going to allow him to pull away on the straightaway in this open area where they're flat out. Not really straightaways, like I said, again, turns, but flat out. He's got to find a way to improve his times over Smity now. And that is not the way to do it right there. He went really wide through those two turns. As he's going to go wide again here, and Smity was able to actually keep it on track. Oh, but Smity slid a little bit, so that's what allowed Jay to keep it in touch, at least. These two are definitely making mistakes that are costing themselves time. Like right there, Smity went a little bit wide. That slowed him down just a touch, enough to get Jay right back to his back bumper as they get into the next heavy braking zone area. Jay not going to launch it down the inside, but he's going to miss the turn. Not what he wanted to do for sure. That's what I mean by the tiny errors are what's slowing them down. Jay fakes to the inside. Smity with a slightly better exit, trying to pull away from Jay. Ryan's closed the gap up just a little bit. He's trying to get back in this fight. For Jay, you don't want to overdo it, accidentally take yourself out of it. You want to be as smooth as possible. Get yourself back in the mindset of chasing down that leader. Make as little mistakes as possible. Force him into mistakes when you get closer. There he goes deep into that turn. Smity is starting to check out a little bit. Thankfully, we have not had a flip yet today. And yes, that is me testing the waters to see if it's going to happen because I said it. Whoa, Smitty wide. So is Jay. Jay's going to slide. I'm going to count that one on Jay. What is that, up to 2? I think? Yeah, because Colin had an... Yeah. But now it's going to put Jay in the clutches.
Whenever...
Huh? What?
I mean, because I heard Colin and Taffi talking earlier. Did you guys make contact? Did you all, one of y'all spin? Taffi spun.
Okay, so that will be caution.
Okay, I didn't know. I just heard, oh, I'm sorry.
All right, well, there's our caution. That's going to re-wreck the field.
I didn't mean to,
slow it down now,
break it or
Smitty. Slow it
anything.
down, slow it down. The field all stacked up, ready to go. And there it is, the green flag in the air. Jay with a better start. He's going to look to the outside again to Smitty. This time, Taffi not with a mistake. It's slapping the walls on the straightaway. Jay had the lead looking into turn 1. Will he get it through turn 1? And, oh, he did. He cleared. Oh, Smitty's trying to answer back.
Oh
he gets
God,
tagged.
I got pushed.
And that's,
Maybe
he's able to
got
correct it.
pushed.
He's corrected it. Oh, no car counted. Let's go back to Ryan back here, who falls down a couple positions because of that contact. He's now got to work his way past Ricky and Colin. As now he's going to go to the inside of Ricky. Ricky trying to squeeze him, but Ryan able to clear.
I'm right. Yeah, it's 2 tenths. And the Ricky is like 2 seconds.
Whoa, Ricky got really close to the back bumper of the red car in front of him. As Smitty has now closed the gap to Ricky. This is probably the worst place to pass Ricky, I feel like. Especially when you overdrive it. As Ryan is close to the back end of one of the purple machines. It's back into Colin. As Colin called himself the spicy sweet Doritos before race. Oh my God, Ryan, you almost cleared him. Or cleaned him out, that's what I should have said. Cleaned him out. As he goes really deep in that turn. That's definitely going to give Ryan the advantage here on the straightaway. Maybe not as big as I thought. But Jay is liking what he's seeing behind him. He's got a nice little gap again, and it's not Smitty making the charge to him. Ryan versus Colin. Colin squeezes Ryan. Ryan had to hit the brakes a little extra hard there. He didn't want to wreck him.
Very good.
Now that's going to put Smitty right on the back end of these two. As Ryan now takes a look heading into turn 1. Colin tries to go defensive. Ryan able to clear before the braking zone. Oh, here comes Smitty with a deep lunge.
Whoa,
He's
God.
going to move Colin out the way. Colin's not going to be too happy about that one. He just got moved for position. As now Smitty's going to get around Ryan as well. That was a quick maneuver from 4th to 2nd. Not bad at all from Smitty for sure. We're actually going to slide up and watch him. You know what? I just realized why I think Smitty chose that car. It looks like the old school McLaren from the 2000s. It's silver and it's got red accents.
I still like to call him Steely Red. Shut up, dry race marker.
As we are under 15 minutes to go.
I'm waiting for you to go boom nighttime.
No. It's getting close. The sun's setting. Prepare your sunglasses.
Oh, I'm just looking down on the track.
And Smity made a mistake. That's going to allow Ryan to look to the inside, but Smity able to get a good exit here, really wide. Able to get a big run off of exit.
Now.
Ricky, I know that was you. Do not go that wide again. That is major track extending. That's not even NASCAR level of track extending. That is idiotic track levels. As Smitty has pulled a gap, but he's got a bigger gap ahead of him. As Ryan really hasn't pulled from the two behind him. He's got to hope for a clean final turn. Close up to Smitty. It was decent enough, but I don't know if that's enough to close to him. Now let's see here. How big is the gap to Jay to Smitty? Almost 4 seconds between the top two. As it is starting to get to that point of sunset, you can see on the track it's a little bit darker now. Drivers are going to start soon having to turn on the headlights, so we are going to finish into the night. That was bright. I turned my camera and just flashbang. So be prepared. Sun's going to be bright in some turns. Smitty trying to close up the gap. Ryan also trying to close up with him. Top three trying to keep it as clean as possible.
Taffi's having trouble with her lap.
What do you mean?
She said she doesn't think it counted.
You probably went too wide in one turn. Once you hit the line next time, I'll fix it. Just to ensure that it's right. I don't want to mess everything up if I accidentally do it wrong.
Honestly, it's my second favorite.
Oh, Smitty, careful going on the grass like that. That was a bit too far of extending to get an entry.
They're just struggling with the sun.
Smitty slid a little bit there through that turn. Ryan has closed the gap a little bit to Smitty.
Doesn't feel like it.
You have, though. I can see a difference. Shay goes wide through the final turn. What's really hindering Ryan now in that third place is just the final turn. He takes it really sharp and not able to get a run like these other guys.
Well, I lagged in that final corner again.
Okay. That makes sense. As Smitty did pull it down a second from the previous lap. And we're under 10 minutes to go.
Might have stick drift.
Can Jay hold on?
That was my worst turn one ever.
Smitty closing up this gap, trying to get closer and closer to Jay. That sun is impeding both drivers. As he even got a massive gain through that last turn.
Taffi's lap.
Has she crossed the line yet?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, so let me do that. Lap. I don't remember what it is. Change lap. Dragon. 19? Nope. Lap. I don't remember what it is.
Distracted me.
Nope, hold on. I gotta check Discord to find it. What are you?
That one was not under my control.
What was it? There we go. Got it fixed. We're good now.
I know, it's distracting.
What, the sun or the chat?
No, the chat.
Sorry. But that should be the final one. I got it sorted. As Smity is closing the gap even further, Jay can now very much see him in his rearview mirror. Ryan trying to get to him.
I put my hand on my rearview mirror. I can't see him. What happened?
What do you mean, what happened?
Colin. Apparently, Ricky hit Colin. He didn't spin.
Okay. That's why you said what happened. I went back to them because I knew they were close.
Yeah, because they were like, hey, don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
All right, top two, close together. Smitty looks at the inside, and he's going to turn Jay. But Jay able to keep it straight. That was crazy. That actually kind of helped Jay through the turn. It angled him perfectly with the track. But definitely not what Jay wanted to have happen. For sure, as now he's got this silver machine looking to his inside into the next breaking point. Smitty gonna think better of it. Jay's got to get himself in the right headspace here. Hold off the 28. I don't think we have any around for this one, do we? Or do we have one so far? I don't think we have any.
I don't think so either.
Whoa, Jay went wide. I would say at the line, turn on your headlights.
Already on.
I know you did, I saw it, but I'm talking for the other guys. Whoa, Smitty trying to take avoiding action to hitting Jay there. As they head into the final turn, as we're coming down to 5 minutes remaining. Smitty gets on his headlights. Jay's going to do it here on this main stretch, most likely. Both got a good exit.
Left bumper.
And there it is, the headlights on for your 2 leaders. 2 tenths separate the two. Smitty trying to close into turn 1. He's going to take the look. Oh, neither one of them with a good exit. Smitty with a slightly better one, though. That's going to allow him to get the race lead. Not what Jay wanted to see, though. Jay's got to reel him back in, put his head back down, chase down that 28. I either have to do it that way or have to type in chat to spectate, but this game's spectate's messed up. Can Jay close the gap, get back to Smitty, force him into a mistake? Again, these two, the harder they fight, the more it lets Ryan get to him. Jay really wide, that's going to allow Smitty to pull a gap. Jay looked like a little bit better of a turn there. Closing back up to Smitty. Ryan really wants to see these two duke it out. Open that door for him to catch up. Chop down that 3-second gap back down to him being in the title, or not title fight. That's not what this is. The win fight. As we approach 3 minutes. So, laps winding down. Still time for a caution, though. Something does happen. The 2 leaders are right here together. Jay runs a bit wider than Smity. Here he comes. He's getting the run charged up on the back end of Smity. 2/10 the separation between the top two. Ryan lost a second that lap, so not a good lap from him. Smity goes defensive into turn 1. Jay right on the back bumper. Smity is really good at turn 2, and that opens up this gap between him and Jay where Jay just cannot get a look. That is where Smity has just been able to keep Jay behind him. All these times he gets around him, it is just that alone. Jay is able to get him in turn 1, but turn 2, Jay just does not get a good exit. And that sets Smity up for pretty good success across the track against him. Is Jay still right up on the back bumper. One mistake, it's all it takes. From either one. Well, Smity went wide. That's going to allow Jay to close right up. Now Jay looks at the inside. Smity blocks. And now Jay going to the outside. This is going to be a battle for the finish for sure. As a minute and a half remains. It's going to be very respectful between these two, but it's going to be hard racing for sure as Jay now back to the lead. Takes it away from Smity. Smity trying to look to the inside as they go into the next braking point. The biggest thing is you don't want to be the one to cause the other one to spin. That is really what ends up happening, is you don't want to be the one that causes the contact, that causes each other to go around, because then that opens the door for Ryan. As Smity pushes a little bit heavier into the turn. Jay blocks him.
Colin spun.
All right, did Ricky also go around? Because I saw he got a big gap.
Ricky.
Not hearing any word.
So Ricky saved. I'm lagging, okay. I'm lagging. Great, that's gonna fuck me over. Great.
You could have taken the access road there.
Great.
As the two march down to the line, 20 seconds remain, so it's going to be 2 to go on this lap. It is going to be a fight between these two. Smity with the run into turn 1. Once again, Jay in the same position. He's got to be able to execute here through turn 2. A little bit better that time, but still, Smity is just really good at executing through that turn. Now Jay's got to rally back. He's got 2 laps to do it. No cautions anymore. It is here to the finish. Whatever happens, happens. Jay goes really wide there. That's going to open the door for Smity to get a gap. These two have been at it all day long, trading the lead back and forth. Jay's going to go wide. It's going to allow Smity to pull even more of a gap. He's making mistakes that he doesn't need to make at this point. Jay looked like he closed a little bit there through that tighter turn. But he's got to gain a lot more than that to get back to Smity. Still, it is only one mistake that can separate these two. Smity makes one wiggle. It hands it into the hand of Jay where he can pounce. One mistake from Jay hands it to Smity. Once again, Ryan is still not out of it. If these two tangle up with each other, take each other out, it is still Ryan's hunt if they take each other out. White flag in the air. Smity leads it. We're going to go watch Smity for the final lap. Can Jay close the gap? Smitty really wide through the exit of 1. But that's going to set him up for turn 2. Jay once again not getting the exit that Smitty can. That is where he's been able to execute and keep this gap. Smitty keeps it on track. Jay's going to run wide. Jay is using every bit of asphalt that he can to close this gap. Which I don't blame him at this point. You got to get as much as you can. Try to close anywhere you can. Force that mistake out of the 28. Again, that one mistake is all it takes. That's going to separate who wins and who loses. Jay is closing, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Not unless Smitty makes a mistake in the final few turns. Smitty, at this point, I would be careful. Don't overdrive it. Take it careful. Don't overdo it. You know Jay is pushing. He's closed the gap even further. 1 turn remains. This puts all the pressure on that 28. If he wiggles any bit, that hands it right to the hands of Jay. He's got to nail the final turn. He takes it sharp. Jay's going to get a run, but it's not going to be enough. The win is going to go to the number 28. It's a very good battle between the two all night long. Smitty is your winner. And he will go back-to-back in races that he has competed in. That is what you want to see from these two. A very hard racing to the finish. No intervening from anybody else. It isn't like Rockingham where Jay lost it out of his own hand. This one was just straight up a good fight to the finish. So, they completed in total 25 laps tonight. Smitty burns it down in front of the fans here in Malaysia. Captures the first win of the LMP2 cars. They put it against the wall, burn it against the wall as well. Actually, you know, that should be the win photo. Jay, get your car with the photo. Jay, get your car with the photo. Jay! There we go. Smitty, second ever win, second ever race. You go 2 for 2 in at least Roblox races. You did one a while ago on Forza, but good day for battles, would you say?
Yeah, just
Good game.
that was stressful, man. Got pole, first lap, got turned, so all the way in last. I think I was about 8 seconds down from second to last. So I had to regroup, put my head down, and get by them. Came to the realization about 2 times on that first time that everybody doesn't really have the same braking zone. So I made contact, but I did have to get by the other 3. I'm pretty sure Ricky made a mistake, and then Ryan and Jay were fighting. So that let me get by, basically. Pretty sure it was into turn 4 or 5, where both made a mistake, and they were battling. I just looked right by. Yeah. And then another caution comes out, and I was like, okay, I can maybe pull away now. Lo and behold, same guy. I get taken out again. I'm pretty sure in honestly what I think is the worst turn on this track. All 3 of us made a mistake, and I'm back to P0 basically. Had to come back from that, put my head down. That was a lot more harder. They were kind of spread out, so I had to like overtake one another, and then got back in first, and then the other caution came out, once again got spun. So had to make my way through the field again. Honestly, just awesome battles. I would probably say my favorite part of the race would be going into turn one. And I was in fourth on the last restart. I think that was 2 laps after, with Ryan and Colin making that 2-car overtake. Honestly, I think if I didn't make that move, I wouldn't win. So I'm just proud of that moment. Probably my favorite moment of the race. The battle with Jay at the end was just amazing. Going through 1 and 2 together was just so fun to just dance like that. Yeah, so stressful, but got it done. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Car.
That will be all from here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and catch you guys for the next race, obviously. Check out the Discord, get hang out with the community. Check out the Twitch and Kick when I stream these things live. Check out all the friends that came and joined this one. And that'll be Saxy signing out. See you guys next time. Bye, guys!